Alrighty, what is going on, and welcome to the first video of the Nutrition Hierarchy series. I'm basically creating this course, this basically nutrition course to help you set up the exact diet you are going to need, whether you want to lose weight, build muscle, lose pant sizes, whatever it is. Nutrition is going to be one of, if not the most important aspect of doing that, of making body composition changes. All right, so I'm creating this free course. This was mainly first brought up by the tremendous genius Eric Helms. He's the first person who thought of this kind of concept, and I, as many other coaches, have kind of taken it and ran with it and kind of implemented their own structures as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. There's basically four different types of four different hierarchies here. Okay, so what I want you to think about is this is the most important up to the least important, right? So let's cover each one very quickly. There's going to be 4 separate videos covering every single one of the tiers, but let's cover the adherence section first. That is just going to be how well you can adhere to your diet. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. The next one is going to be calories. So how many calories you are intaking with your nutrition is going to be the second most important factor here. Third is going to be macros, which again, there's going to be a whole separate video on macros, but that's basically just your protein, carbs, and fats. That's going to be the third highest up as far as importance. And then supplements, meal timing, meal frequency, vitamins, minerals, all those things are going to be at the top of the hierarchy, which means it's the least important. And I don't want to, all of this is important, but there's a hierarchy in which things go, because here's the thing. I don't care if you eat 2 times a day or if you eat 7 times a day. If your calories are not in check first, it's not going to matter, because if you want to lose weight, for example, and you're debating whether you should eat 4 times a day or 6 times a day, but you have no clue how many calories you're eating, you're playing fool's gold. Like you're not going to get anywhere, right? The same thing with, you could have the perfect plan. You could have an A++ plan. But if you're sticking to that A++ plan with 40% consistency, I would much rather you follow a B- plan and stick to that plan with 80% consistency. And that's where adherence comes into play, because that's what we're going to talk about today, and I've kind of already talked on it. But again, just to reiterate, I would much rather you follow a B- plan with 80% consistency than try to follow A++ plan with 40% consistency. Why is that? You do not have to be perfect to lose weight or to build muscle or whatever your fitness goal is. You do not have to be perfect. And not because perfection doesn't exist, but literally because you don't have to be perfect to lose weight. You just have to be consistent. And that's why adherence is the biggest part of anything I'm going to talk about here today, because if you cannot stick to the diet you're going to do every single day for the rest of your life, you should not be doing that diet. So that means if you are trying to do keto and you know that cutting out every single carbohydrate is not going to last long term, you should not be doing keto. If you know that you love breakfast, but you keep trying to do intermittent fasting where you can't have breakfast, it's not going to work, because here's the thing. However you get the results is the same way you have to sustain the results. So if you're doing something unsustainable to get the results, all of the results you see will be unsustainable as well. And again, this goes back to, if you lost 30 pounds cutting out all your carbs, cool, but what happens when you put carbs back in? You regain the 30 pounds, if not more, okay? So remember, whatever you're doing to get the results is gonna be the same way you maintain and sustain the results. So if you are about sustainable weight loss, and again, if you're looking to lose weight the fastest you possibly can, you might as well just exit out of this video right now, because I am just simply not going to be the coach for you, right? But if you are looking to find a sustainable way to lose weight, still enjoy your favorite foods, not have to over-restrict yourself, not have to feel guilty or shameful you're having certain type of foods at certain times, then this is where you want to be, because again, it all comes back to, if you can adhere to what you are doing the best, that is what is going to be the best quote unquote diet for you. And there's not going to be me telling you to do X, Y, and Z diet. I'm not going to tell you any of that. I'm going to tell you how to build the diet for you, not trying to follow a diet that's made up for every single person. Apparently, you have to find the diet that works for you. And this hierarchy is what that is going to be for. And like I said, focusing on the things that matter, right? So again, circling back one more time before we close up here, if you are not adhering to your program, then you are not going to see results. Now, like I said earlier, you do not have to be perfect. This is not a game of, if your calorie limit is 2,000 calories for the day and you have 2,100 calories, it's not like you fucked up. You can't mess this up. Like you didn't ruin all your progress by going over one day, because again, you don't have to be perfect to lose weight or to build muscle. You just have to be consistent. Nobody ever got fat from eating one cheeseburger. In the same way, nobody got skinny from eating one salad. It doesn't matter what you do on a very, very short meal by meal or day by day basis. What matters is, what are you doing consistently over an extended period of time? If you are being 80 to 90% consistent with your diet, you will see results. It's just facts. Okay, so guys, that's the first video in this series. Again, the rest of them will be literally telling you exactly how many calories you should eat, exactly how much protein you should eat, exactly what your carbs and fats should be, what supplements to take, what vitamins and minerals to focus on. All those things are going to get covered. But again, if you can have the perfect plan on paper, but if you can't stick to it, if you can't follow it consistently, none of this is going to matter. Okay, so with that being said, stay tuned for the videos up and coming. The next one is going to be calories, and we're going to talk about how many calories you should eat, whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, maintain. All that will be covered in there. And other than that, guys, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much. If you have a question, if you have a concern, feel free to drop a comment below or shoot me a message. I'd love to help you. All right, we'll talk soon.